I start this video, I have to give this disclaimer that this video by no means is my intention to make you believe in the supernatural or the paranormal, or I also don't want to give out any impression to those people who believe in these kind of things that I'm trying to make any false kind of implication here, or any such intention is not what I'm trying to promote through this video or what I'm trying to give out through this video. This is one of my personal experiences and I leave this completely to you, that whether you believe it or not. But I really wanted to share this experience of mine with you all. And why I'm doing it, well, there's a reason for this, because recently I've started working on a horror graphic anthology, and this anthology has a kind of similar setup, and it happens and takes place in a fort, and there's a apparition, or there's a soul of a female ghost who is haunting that place, and that is how the story is taking place. And while working on it, somehow the whole episode of my growing up days or my teenage days recalled into my mind, and I really wanted to share this with you all. This is a true story. I don't know whether you would believe it or not, but this is one of my own experiences that today I'm going to share. And as you can see, there's an image of a fort kind of place behind me. This is a true place. This is a place called Kushak Mahal, and it is situated in Teen Murti Bhavan, which is nowadays called I'm sorry, I'm not able to recall. Yeah, it's Prime Minister's Memorial, I guess. Its name has changed because earlier it was Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, which is also known as Teen Murti Bhavan. So we were living there in those days because my father was a state manager there, and we were posted there. It is in Delhi only, and this is a small fort kind of structure. It used to be a shikargre, a hunting grounds or a hunting palace where kings or used to come. The history behind it I'll give you in some of my later video, maybe, because I have a plan to go there and make a vlog. So I might be giving the history behind this place in that video. But today I'm giving out this story, real story of mine, and I hope that maybe it will give you the reason that you might speculate that whether ghosts exist or not. I really don't know that this is the question I should be bringing here, because there are mixed feelings about this. Some people believe, some people do not believe, and it's all about your own belief system, so I don't want to challenge that. And so this goes back in the year somewhere near 1998 or maybe 2000, when we were living there, as I've told, when my father was working there and we had a quarter. So our daily part of ritual was that I and my brother used to take a walk inside the premises, because it was a huge premises. If you might have seen, if you are someone living in New Delhi, if you have visited Teen Murti Bhavan, or this is nowadays called Prime Minister's Museum. So if forgive me if if I'm taking the wrong name of it, because I've really forgotten. But earlier it used to be known as Nehru Memorial Museum and Library. Recently only its name has got changed. So now I'll come back to the true story of mine. So we used to walk, my brother and I used to take night walks after our dinner inside the premises of Teen Murti Bhavan. It's a huge area, and our quarter was situated in a place where we have had to pass through this place, and then we could reach to the Teen Murti Bhavan area. All inside it, this shikargre or this hunting palace is also situated inside Teen Murti Bhavan. It's called Kushak Mahal. It's known with this name. And so I was we were taking a stroll, and we were leisurely walking. It was night time and it was winter time, I remember, because there was kind of very cold breeze was blowing, but we used to walk a lot because it was such a beautiful place that we never missed our walks, night walks. So I and my brother were going for a walk, and we took a round of the whole Teen Murti Bhavan, the premises there, and then we were coming back. We were heading towards our home. So that is when I really saw something which I still have no explanation till day. And I've told this story to my children, and they are like of mixed opinion, and I know many of the audience out there must be of mixed opinion as well. So this is exactly the stairs where I saw a smoky kind of figure which was not climbing actually, it was gliding above the stairs. It has no feet. There was like a smoky kind of structure. I know I might be sounding stereotypical, but I'm actually having goosebumps right now. It's sounding like a movie, something apparition, but it's true. This is what I saw. People used to say many things in our childhood days. We have heard so many stories that ghosts, they don't have feet or something, but I never believed in such stuffs. So when I saw like that, something like that, it was a cloudy structure and I could see through it, and it was just on the stairs, and it went right up to this window place, and then it turned towards me, and it was staring right at me. And we were just walking from past this area. There's a path that goes and leads towards the quarter areas where we used to live, and just right here in this window segment, it turned towards me and it was staring at me, and it had no eyes. There were holes, and I was so numb. I stood numb. I had no expression on my face. I became wordless because I wasn't actually able to decipher that what I was witnessing. I was totally numb, and I was asking my brother that whether he could see something or not, and he was like totally blank. He was asking me that I'm not seeing anything, what you're trying to say. And at that very moment only, there was an ominous shrill that I can't explain, and we ran from that place. I asked my brother that we have to run, and we ran away from that place because I was so scared, and for many nights I really could not believe what I actually saw. So telling everybody out there is not easy because people won't believe you, but this is one of my true experiences, and I'm not a person who would give out a lie. That is why I have given you this disclaimer in the beginning that it's all up to you, because I'm not trying to challenge any kind of belief here. If you believe it, it's up to you. If you do not believe it, that is also up to you. But this is one of my true experiences. And later that night, when I told my father that I witnessed something like this, they were not in a situation where they would believe me so easy. But then I got to know from my mother in the morning that there was also a compound where excuse me, some guards used to live. They were all night guards who used to take their shifts, and they used to take, like they have to stay awake for the night in the Teen Murti premises, and there were shifts. They used to do their shift rounds. So one of the guards who went back to his hometown, and he died there. So I don't know whether I saw that person's apparition or somebody else's. I'm totally clueless. But after that, I never saw anything there. But we changed our route. We used to go from a little bit longer route because there are many other routes inside the premises that you can take to come to the exit. So because we were living there for some time, we did that. I did that. After that, I actually forgot, and I went with the flow of life, and then we left that place in 2002 and we came here where presently we are living. And after that, also many things happened. So this episode has stayed with me because we used to live there. My childhood has been, I have spent my childhood there. I have lived a good part of my life in Teen Murti Bhavan because my father was a state manager there. So I really have this strong desire to go there one day and make a vlog. So I might be standing in this place and I will actually show you from the inside through a live video or maybe through a recorded video, but I'll show you the place. But this is exactly where on the stairs I saw that apparition. Till day I have no explanation to it, but whatever it was, it did not harm me in any way. Touch wood for that. But our eyes met. I mean, he did not have, I don't know it, but whether it was a he or she, whatever, it did not have any eyes, but I could feel that it was staring into my face, and I was looking into it towards its face, and there were only holes, and it was actually gliding above the ground. So why I'm telling you this? Well, this is also the story which I'm working on. It's kind of similar. I have started working on a graphic novel, and how I've started designing it, I'm excited to share a few details about it, because earlier I had this idea that I will design it like a journal or something, which I have done so far. Then something hit me that no, it's a graphic anthology of horror tales. So I decided to rather do it in a very different way. So when I was thinking that how I should go it, I was going through some of the images of to get some idea. I was doing some research where many of the horror comic graphic books popped up, and I saw those images, and I was planning that maybe I could take some inspiration from it. So I finally thought of doing it in a different way. It would be an amalgamation of both. It would be more like because we have lots of content in horror comic. What happens is that you have 2-3 liners inside the dialogue box, and that is how the story flows. But we have a complete story going on, so we have lots of content. In between there has to be graphic explanation of those images would have to be in sync with the story. So there would be a graphic amalgamation of the story and the content and the images. So I have decided to do it in a different way, and something like a mixture of both, like a comic novel, or maybe like a storybook with illustrations, but in a more enhanced way, in a more graphic way, that people would feel enticed towards it looking only at the cover page. So I'm enjoying, I've started the journey, and I'm in conversation with the editor in between, and this time Deepti Menon Ma'am is the guest editor of this anthology, and I'm enjoying the process, and I would be sharing more details and more glimpses through more videos. But this is something I'm talking about fiction here. I'm working on a fiction book, but this tale of mine where I saw an apparition is completely true, and I don't know whether you would believe it or not, but this is one of my true experiences, and I really did not know how to react for many moments when I was actually witnessing that thing in front of me. But I never feel so much scared that it disturbed me, and luckily whatever it was, it didn't. And after that I never witnessed anything like this. So I'm not trying to give you any kind of scare here or fear here, but if you want to visit this place, see this place, Kushak Mahal, I'm not saying that you might again witness something, but this is a good place to visit. It's fun. You can go there with your family. You can have a good time there, because there's a museum, and there's this Taramandal where you can, yeah, it's just next to Taramandal. I also forgot to tell you that Taramandal is a place where you can get to see many things about space, science, and there are also shows that they feature through different timings. There are shows that go on, and you can watch those, and you can also enjoy having a good time there. So if you want to visit there, you can, because I've spent my childhood here, so you can go check this place out. It's a good place to spend a day if you are finding some place to visit on a weekend. So not a promotion video at all. I'm just sharing my experience, and I wanted to do this video because this whole episode came into my mind. I recalled it only because of that horror graphic anthology I'm working on, and I'm really excited about it. I would be showing some glimpses of it, and the final revelation would be when it's completed. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I might be able to bring it out by November. So when I do support me by grabbing few of the copies, and it would be an awesome read. I know, because there's a series of tales going on, because I've written the prologue, and based on that, people have woven their stories, and they have given some of their way of magic to it, and we have some amazing writers on board. I'm excited. I will be happy if you subscribe to the channel to know more of the books I'm working on, and you can also check out some of my earlier videos where I've done a lot of book reading. You can get those books from Amazon or Flipkart from India if you are purchasing, and they are also available on Kindle worldwide, so you can grab some of the digital copies as well of those books. So do subscribe to my channel, support me as a woman entrepreneur, and I hope you enjoyed listening to this real story of mine. It's a true story. I enjoyed telling you, and if you have any ghost story that you would like to share with me, you can share that with me through editorialmagazinecc@gmail.com. Mail ID is in description, and I would be happy to tell that story to my audience. And if you are a writer, then you can connect with me with the same mail ID. You can send me your manuscript. Check out the guidelines through the website, and feel free to send your manuscript. We are open to unsolicited manuscripts. So bye all, take care, have a great time, and looking for some adventure, go visit Kushak Mahal. Bye all.